Okay, tunnel. It is no longer the Widowmaker, not even in these conditions. You can see that the top opens. Oh my god, it's freezing. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by AutoTopNL. My name is Max, and today we are here on this beautiful summer's day. No, not really. It is December, pretty much. It is 1 degree Celsius. I think at ground level it's still below zero. And we've got the all-new Porsche 911 992 Turbo S convertible. The convertible beast, and well, it's not ideal, I would say. Most of the journalists have driven this car in summer or autumn, or well, in better conditions than we are now. But this was our only option because this car has been sold and it is going away tomorrow. Normally with this weather we would try to find another day, but this is the way it is. So today I'm going to show you around it and show you all the cool stuff on this car. Then we'll take it for a drive, because I've said many times that the Turbo S is the ultimate all-weather supercar. So I think it is also pretty cool that we can test that out today. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to receive updates when we upload a new video. And check us out on Instagram if you like, at AutoTopNL. Alright, so it is freaking freezing, so I am going to do a quick walk around because I have already made a review of the 992 Turbo S. Click in the top right corner if you want to check out that video first and then come back. But we do have very cool exclusive design wheels. I don't think these are the standard Turbo S wheels. These are beautiful center locks. We've got Porsche carbon ceramic brakes behind that with yellow calipers. These are 20-inch wheels, and the rear wheels are 21-inch. The color is crayon, if I'm not mistaken. Although I've never seen it without the sun, so it could be another color, but I think it's crayon. At the rear, we've got the sport exhaust, which you can recognize because we have the 2 oval ones instead of 4 square trapezium shaped ones, which I would actually prefer to have. Don't really like the look of this, prefer the standard one. Of course, we've got the beautiful wing. This rear end is so cool, and I especially love the rear end of the 992 convertible. I think they've done a great job. Let me open the roof, which you can do driving as well, but you can also use the remote. You can see that the top opens. Oh my god, it's freezing. It's quite quick, the top. And there we go. You have this hunchback, which I really like on the 992 convertible. I think this car actually looks really, really good with the top down. And normally I would say don't ever go for a convertible because it's not really my thing. But with the Turbo S, somehow I think it works. I don't know what it is. Part of that is because this car is only 70 kilos heavier than the coupe. So this roof mechanism adds 35 kilos, and that's because most of it is made out of magnesium. So that's super high tech. And the other 35 kilos went into reinforcing the chassis for more rigidity. So only 70 kilos added weight. And you do hear that engine a lot better. You hear those turbos a lot better. You hear the exhaust a lot better. And I do think it looks super, super cool. So this might actually be an exception where I would say maybe also test drive the convertible and see what you like better. Because I think this is a super cool car. Oh, but I am freaking freezing. My hands are freezing off. Let's get in and take it for a drive. So we've switched back the camera settings to ultra wide for the drive. Oh my god, I am so freaking cold. My hands are gone. So we'll close the windows. We'll start it up. We've got this windscreen right here. Wind deflector, electric nowadays, super fancy. Heated seats on, heated steering wheel on as well. And let's bump up that temperature. Okay, so the interior spec, a little bit boring, all black with carbon fiber and aluminium. But hey, you can do whatever you want with that, of course. Your menu, and as you can see, that is the way the regular exhaust looks. So 4 of those, which I think looks a lot better. Oh, that's getting nice and hot. Okay, we'll start the test drive with the roof down because the rain is not that bad. and at least if we keep driving, we will be dry. And of course, we're going to go for Sport Plus. You can hear that exhaust opening up already. We'll go for traction control in Sport as well, because it does allow you for some. It does allow for some slip, which is actually a little bit nicer, because with the traction control on, it can be quite weird. Okay, tunnel. So you can see that it still sends a lot of the power to the rear wheels. We actually have a little screen right there. It's now sending like 90% or 95% to the rear wheels, but when you start giving it a little bit more throttle, it will send a little bit more to the front, and obviously when you're losing traction, it will send even more to the front. But honestly, you can drift this car around quite a lot, and in these conditions it's pretty insane how this amount of power, 650 horsepower and 800 newton meters of torque. Yes, it is quite challenging to drive, of course, because it is a lot of power, and we have Pirelli P0s, which don't have the best wet weather performance, if you ask me. But still, if you're careful enough, it's really, really manageable. It's not like the old Porsche turbos, which were always called the Widowmaker. I think this is a lot more manageable now, of course, with, you know, that super sophisticated four-wheel drive system as well. But as long as you're a little bit careful with your throttle, try to be quite linear, it's actually pretty manageable. Actually, it is so sophisticated, this four-wheel drive system, that Martijn just recorded a 0 to 100 in 2.8 seconds. Now, you guys can guess what Porsche claims is the 0 to 100. 2.8. That's insane. 2.8 for the convertible, 2.7 for the coupe. But I mean, he did that in these conditions. A 2.8 second 0 to 100. That's completely mental. I mean, it was a little bit drier than it is now, but still, it's freaking insane. As I said, with that roof off, you hear so much more from that exhaust, and you hear those turbochargers hissing and puffing and blowing off. It's so cool. It really adds to the driving experience of this car. So we have closed the roof and installed the draggy. We're going to get the speedo cam going as well, and the screen recording, because we are going to see what we can do from 100 to 200 kilometers an hour. I mean, yeah, we just want to check it out. We have to see how wet it is at the Autobahn. It seems pretty wet, but let's see what we can do. Sport Plus, traction control is on. That's a 635. We can do a lot better than that. So the coupe, we did a 5.9 second, but we should be able to just kick down here. A little bit of slip. You could feel it actually distributing the power from left to right, front to rear. Yeah, that's 6 seconds. That's that's a 6.03. That is absolutely ridiculous. It is seriously wet, but you can just feel the power being distributed left to right, front to rear. And the way this thing accelerates is just absolutely mental. Yeah. It is the all-weather king, this car. It shouldn't be possible, the things this car does. The engineering at Porsche, I mean, the amount of wind you have in here with that new electrically operated wind deflector is so little. You can drive it. I mean, the top speed is 330 kilometers an hour. I'm assuming that is with the roof closed, but you never know at Porsche. .93 seconds from 100 to 200, which is only 0.03 of a second slower than the coupe. I mean, that's basically the same, 5.9 seconds. That's insane. So there you have it. That is what I meant when I said that the differences are getting less and less big. The difference is hardly there. This car does everything so well, and you don't really notice the difference between this and the coupe. And yeah, as I said in my walk around earlier, it's one of the few cars I would actually suggest going for the convertible, because what a ridiculous car. It is no longer the Widowmaker, not even in these conditions. It is the Smile Maker. And with that cheesy ending, I'm going to say goodbye to you and thank you very much for watching. You can subscribe by clicking the big button right there. You can also check out the video right here, or check out the playlist right here. See you at the next one. Bye guys.